Stay tuned to the end of the episode to watch us Gen Xers explain to Nathan how we did it back in the day. Jeez. Welcome to episode 14 of Binge Moto. We're recording on site for the second week in a row. This week we're in Birmingham, Alabama, attending the incredible Barber Vintage Festival. Coming up, we're going to tell you all about a vintage festival, including watching vintage racing, swap meet, demo rides, and what it's like to do a couple of hot laps around the track, right? For sure to you. Yeah. This week I'm joined by a returning guest, a friend of the show, Jose Peralta, new friend, Juan Pena, and last but not least, my wife has been telling me I need to book some younger guests. Here we are, we're joined by our friend, Shipley, who's a younger guy, but he's got a vintage soul. So be sure to follow him on Instagram at Triumph Mike. Check out his cool vintage vibe. Welcome, guys. Good to be here. Yeah, that's good to have you guys. So we rode up from Florida on Thursday morning, basically straight shot all the way up. Nathan brought his truck.
Yes, I do apologize. I couldn't be a part of the through ride with y'all, but in no way, on the way. 9 hours on the
Yeah. So Nathan rides with Rock so we don't blame him. And it's like a collector's TFC edition, so you want to put an extra 1,000 miles down.
That would be nice. Yeah.
But the two of us were about
I was in the Ducati
Autostrada and GSA 215. Yeah, and I took the Indian again 2 weeks in a row. So it was a nice ride. Weather turned out pretty good.
Weather was awesome.
Yeah, weather was awesome. Beautiful day. Yeah.
All weekend been great.
Yes, we lucked out. I came up here to Birmingham. It's beautiful. So I've never actually, I think I might have driven through here before, but I've times here.
Collinstown.
Yeah, that's nice. Sorry, we're recording in a public space. If you're any banging or talking or whatever, just ignore it.
We're in the last floor of the highest, the second highest building in Birmingham.
Yeah, so you can't see it, but right behind the camera, it's a beautiful view of the night sky, skylines here in Birmingham. But there was no electrical outlets outside, and really not way to filter out there. So
Yeah, y'all are missing out.
yeah, we got the view right in front of us, but you get to look at this beautiful bookcase. You get. So what y'all think? This was like everybody's first time at Barber, right? Yeah. So I mean, I've heard about Barber for 10 years. Had no idea like the scope of the actual event. Like my mind was kind of blown. Like it's just massive. I mean, the campus there is beautiful. They got this huge racetrack right in the middle of it, and of course the Barber Vintage Museum, which has, I don't know, 10,000 motorcycles in it. It's crazy.
It's absolutely spectacular. Absolutely something that you get to see when you go. If you like something.
Yes. I mean, look, I'll put some pictures up here that's it from the inside of the museum, but it's really hard to capture. It's got a big spiraling like concrete walkway going up the middle, kind of like MoMA in New York. And then it's got an elevator shaft in the middle of it with a glass elevator. It's called sitting on top of it.
Formula One.
Yeah, Formula One car, but it's crazy. Yeah, and then there's literally just bikes like mounted into the wall all the way up every direction you can look. And I'm glad we took some time to go in there because it was like a separate ticket from the event.
And that's just the museum itself, like the actual festival around it. We're passing by bikes that if we're back home, we would stop and take a picture of, but at the festival, they're like just common traffic.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, guys. I took a video of I did a lap around the entire perimeter, and I mean they've got some people bring their cars, so they've got trams there, and they've got tram stops, like 6 or 8 tram stops around the entire place. Must be like 2-mile loop around there. Sometimes it's huge, huge places. Every direction you look, there's like campgrounds, tons of people camping there. There's RVs, there's tents, there's the swap meetings like inside the biggest swim markets you've ever seen. It's just full of parts. Like
motorcycles.
Yeah.
We missed out on a beautiful person for sale.
Yeah. One of us looking at it pretty heavily.
We just couldn't take it home. It was beautiful. We could have taken it home.
But I'm thinking at home, man. I would have been an impulse buy. It's one thing to show up with a new helmet. The wife's not expecting to pull on with 2 motorcycles. Hey, they just found it on the side of the road.
For context, it was at the swap meet, and it was a 2016 Russell. I believe it was an R. But yeah, it was one of the first 250 I produced with a custom color scheme and everything. And how much was it worth? Did you say
18,000.
How much was it? Yeah,
She was asked for 1,000.
Means you got $8,500.
and it was firm.
Yeah, it's an 85 firm. Yeah, you looked it up and it's worth like 16.
18,000.
Oh my God. Yeah.
If only you had someone who was trying to urge you to get it.
Yeah.
Who offered to show that.
The devil left on me.
Do it. Take it.
We also, I forgot to mention, they also have all the major brands are there.
Yeah.
Triumph had a whole thing by themselves, the Isle of Triumph, but they had demo stations set up for Triumph, BMW, Suzuki, Royal Enfield. They had BMW had two. They had the off-road and the on-road. Who else was there?
Suzuki was also the off-roading.
Yeah, and CF Moto. Yeah, so I only need two rides. You do like 4 or 5, right? Or 6 maybe.
So
Yeah. Because you did Triumph to get the Ford. We didn't need anything.
it all depends on who's your company. Because the Brooklyn was peppy. You had a really good ride.
Oh yeah, the guy learned BMW. Right?
BMW ride, the guy was like, let's roll.
Yeah.
After it was the
Yeah, not so much.
whole team let the first group go, so we could have
A little space.
a little space, and then we just wasn't much.
They found some nice pretty ribbons too.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect 10-2 back names. So yeah, on the BMW ride, I finally got to ride the S1000 XL, which I've been looking at for a long time. It's kind of means what you see, lots of pictures. It was a lot of fun to ride, and it did have like a tremendous amount of power. It wasn't really thrilled, like the seating position. Yeah, it had a lot of vibration. So you guys were out the new,
Oh, the 1300 GSA. It's interesting. It was the automatic version. I was a little bummed out. It's the only GSA. Surprisingly, I liked it. And that thing had a tremendous amount of work. I was surprised how well it did. On street tires, I felt like I had a track bike with high bars. It was fun. Well handled, well balanced. Crazy amount of power. Just had to get used to
but it still had a shifter for your foot.
yeah, still had a foot shift.
So it's kind of like a quick shifter without having the clutch at the stoplight.
Right. Which is kind of weird because you're always grabbing for that clutch.
Yeah.
One thing there, and it's like, oh, stop it down. Stop it down.
Yeah.
So all the mechanics is there. Just,
You guys got to ride the new
I rode the R12.
R12 as you were on the
Or 9.
9
R12 19.
R12
Yeah.
92. Yeah.
Yeah, the better one.
The better one.
Yeah. It was a fight. It was a fight.
Yeah. We were live with they were jockeying. You could see the board, like what was available and what was unavailable. It's pretty fun.
how'd you like this?
I actually did like it. I did like it. It's weird because of the boxer engine. You throttle.
If
you-
a little side
it-
shift.
you know, which way did it favor for you? It was whole going to the right. Okay, just the cost, just a red, just it's not gonna be.
All those bikes and then look to do that. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of character. So the other line we did today together as a group was the Yamaha line, which we're really looking forward to. We were very much looking forward. We got our we got Jose and I got to ride the NT10.
But I have to give to you, I can't feel the difference. The NT10 felt really good, but I never got to go past second.
Yeah, and then these guys both got the R3, right?
Yeah, he originally was the R7,
So
but luckily, and I got an R9.
R9.
Luckily,
I said R3. I meant R9. You guys get the right any artists.
someone's back down last.
someone back down last year. I was just
Yeah. So yeah, we both got the R9. It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. I was totally
Yeah. So me, third year. Yeah, literally none of us like now. I as a point, I definitely did not put it in third gear. Because there was a couple times where I revved up, like still that bike has so much power. I was in the middle of the band. Have it in second gear. I was going like 60 miles an hour, which is about the top speed I made. And there, this is one. It's like on the line. There's a couple of rule followers, I guess.
Yamaha really did follow.
If there was no, usually they're like, don't do this, don't do that. I mean, look at you, you know? Like, I literally had my GoPro or Ace Pro 2, whatever, on my helmet. And the guy's like, oh, you can't have it on. You got to take it off. I'm like, really? Like, I mean, in a way, it worked out fine because it would have been boring. It would have just been me talking to myself.
And then for us, we were right next to each other, and there was a guy in front of us that clearly did not know didn't have a lot of riding experience and didn't know how to ride the bike, the Yamaha that he was put on. So whenever the few times that were able to actually gun it a little bit, it took him forever. And you can't pass.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
No.
sad day.
Yeah.
That's my first sport bike I've ever ridden. Anything on the track, and they said, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do." We just made one turn.
Don't get ahead. Don't get ahead.
Skip into the end of this. Get into that.
Get into that. Save it. Don't spoil the end. Yeah. So we had. So first, I have to comment. We have to thank Jose. His son put us up for the weekend.
Yeah.
Some luxury accommodations.
Yeah.
Well, this building is beautiful. It's amazing. But his son is a bachelor, and he's studying like 24/7. He has no furniture, so
he has a gym set.
He has a gym set, but no chairs. Not one chair in his house. No couch. So we knew that, so we brought all like sleeping bags. We all the next day we're going to the store and getting more.
Yeah, it was not that comfortable.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this is not doing it for me. I I need a pillow and a blanket. Yeah, so we glanced. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, speaking of Birmingham, man, what a vibe here! Like you went out to what was that steak show in went to the other day?
Oh, yeah, that's the we have this.
Yeah, that was great.
Well, I can't remember the name of the place. It's right on the main street. It was really good.
Oh yeah, we'll look it up. But yeah, as long as we pull in to have a valet. So right away, we're all wearing t-shirts. We've been on a motorcycle for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
I was like, are we allowed on this place? We weren't just supposed
They
to.
looked
There
at us.
was guys in like coats and ties.
Yeah, and we walked in sneakers and
Yeah.
t-shirts.
And they're like, you guys can sit at the bar. Which was fine. And actually being a really nice.
Which now that I think that's public strategy. They didn't want us there. They don't have
I mean, we pull up in like a Range Rover, you need like a Bentley next to us in a Toyota.
I'll tell you, yeah, 5 guys pull out my Toyota pickup truck. Wearing t-shirts and baggy shorts. And,
I had a feeling. I mean, the ministry said, we have screw few guys.
the bartender was cool chick though.
Social media with want to drink.
Yeah.
She was sitting in Portland. Bar was good.
Food was very
freezing. Food was even.
honestly.
Yeah, that was definitely probably the best meal we had.
Bryan, they put a link to what the place is actually called, so we're not just
Yeah. Yeah, pretty near it. Then we hit a cool cigar joint.
Bodega.
Bodega, it's called Bodega. Yeah, I was blind. I like some music. Yeah, very cool vibe. Had the gates going off.
Like 45 RPGs too. Do you watch them? The all chaos. Oh, yeah, that was a very chill time for sure.
Yeah,
We got to relax.
I was impressed. We walked to breakfast one morning. That wasn't the greatest, but
That one wasn't.
But the town is surprising. That's it. It's like a college town, but yeah,
We're right to University of Alabama.
basically we're like 15 minutes from Barber. 20 minutes. It's close to Interstate from here. Yeah, it's not the way you were riding. It's like 15. Yeah, Emily was like 15. Right. And conveniently, right across the street from Barber, with its own separate traffic lights and some buggies. So
Yeah. That's like its own separate term.
yeah, and it's like that lane is the fullest lane. It's crazy. It's like hard enough going in there 24 hours a day. So yeah, we got to be good babies, but I walk things are yeah. So it was like Shuki Market distance.
I will say, yeah. I have one of sixes that I saw the Dominic Costal. No,
Yeah, they're massive. Yeah, they're pretty massive.
I have personally been to Colorado, to Florida, and vice versa several times, and I've seen the buggies and also yes, they do. It's crazy.
Well, it's soon.
Mhm.
But tonight's winter. Yeah, back to Barber though, like that campus. So I just every time I went around it, I was just like my mouth was just wide open. I could not believe the side of that place.
It's like its own city.
Yeah, and you can see the racetrack from just about everywhere.
Yeah, you could stand anywhere and see.
When you're in the museum, you can stand. You're looking at these like 50-year-old bikes that are perfectly restored or never even. Yeah, some about 0 miles on it, and then you just turn your head and there's just these sport bikes going by, or vintage bikes or whatever like they were even.
a wall of glass just the side of the racetrack.
And they got like a nice walking bridge over it.
Yep.
And everywhere you go,
Glass panels on the footing so you can see them pass through.
yeah, there's like just clothes all over the track, and you can walk right off the. Yeah, so they did a couple of races with sidecars. Yeah, with the monkey. Man, it's fun watching those guys. Like I've seen them on TV, but to see them in person, like you go around the corner and hanging off of your like they hop up on the back seat. Who's foiling and they're leaning all the way out to start. And we went and looked at them. So we had access to the pits, and we went down there and dude, those are basically like a piece of plywood with like a little bit of fiberglass on the nose.
Some big shit.
Yeah, and it's like one tire, obviously. Yeah, crazy. It's a whole hand see if one hand looks flat. I mean, literally, some of them were like inch or two, inch off the ground. They like side or then I even just say inside.
Joe, we didn't mention I wanted to talk about before we got down to Florida. I was nervous, impressed, and pissed off at the Georgia police at the same time.
Yeah.
Riding up. Georgia police, it's like, in Florida, the police, they're in the middle of the road. You see them, like, they gotta be careful. They hide behind building. They try to just trap you down.
Yeah, Georgia.
They were on the overpass.
Yeah.
On the overpass.
The radar guy.
The radar facing down. Like, you're riding in the. What is that cop?
And they are not.
And they probably have a radio to like 4 miles out. You have to look out for a red Toyota.
Yeah, because they're not actually like highway patrol. They're like these little shithole towns, right over the border. They're just waiting to get here. They're just made their money. Yeah, it's a sheriff department. It's whatever.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and you get border. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've made that drive to Atlanta quite frequently because my son lives there, and every time I live around, just dial it down to like 72 and just they're they're there. And you got to keep the GPS running because it'll tell you, But sometimes I swear to God, it says it like every 3.5 minutes. Yep, police reported it. Yeah, like and usually they're there. So yeah, so that was a fun part of the trip. But we actually we cut the corner off. We went to Tifton, and it was kind of did an angle up here at Alabama. That was nice because he's a little more back rady than I would.
Not a lot of time. Weather was good. So the timing, honestly.
Yeah. So, what were you most impressed with, or what was the biggest surprise that you saw? Festival. Well, what weren't you expecting to see? And then you like,
for me, it was Triumph's. I'm a Triumph fanboy, and yes, it was. I was hoping for it, but I didn't think it was actually going to be as good. Since of Triumph, people that were also in love with the brand and going over it. It was.
You must got a lot of attention too. But they were worth part people. Like, hey, what is that? What is that? To the point where we came out of the museum after being in there for a couple hours, and there was this young guy standing next to it. He's like, "Is that yours? I've been waiting here for like an hour."
I had to do a double take. I was thinking,
Yeah, it is poor wife, like waiting there. He's like, I'll just gonna leave a note on your car, on your bike, or send you an Instagram message. But I just had to wait. I had to wait because he had them too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But he broke his chain. Is that what he said?
No, it's just he's actually put some mileage on it.
Yeah.
I treat mine like the piece of quality it is, but he has done some things that I would never do to mine. But I mean, to each their own, you know. And yeah, he has ridden. I think he's put 15,000 miles on it so far. So it's to the point where he's extended it as much as it can before.
Oh, so it needs to change.
Yeah. To each their own. I will treat mine like I said. I didn't drive up there, so I
he
would
doesn't know what he actually.
okay, but see, that's the thing that he does since he waited so long for me to come out to me and other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, each their own. He's gonna do his own. It looks decent. I'll give it to him when he's done to it. It definitely sounds nice. But I cannot necessarily stop.
So, honestly, let me see pictures of the museum. You see pictures of it and you go, oh yeah, there's a lot
scales.
of scale. You walk in, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is just heaven for anybody who loves any kind of motorcycle or car.
And it only gets better the further you walk. Like your jaw drops the moment you walk through the door. But wait, there's a hammer like you walking under 10 feet.
And also being able to see the track from almost anywhere you were. You could see part of the track. And it's like you're just sitting on the grass and you see like this S turn. And everywhere is a great angle to see the track. And they have races all weekend.
Yeah, the races were just going from like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day. Then at the end of the day, they would do. You can talk about the parade lap. Yeah.
And mind you, there's no sound regulation. So we hear everything. And it is for everyone's there as motorcycle lovers. So everyone loves it. Anywhere on the Barber campus, you could hear.
There's two strokes. There's like little scooters. There's monkeys. There's moto compactos. There's big giant Harleys. There's Indians, like with super loud zombie tab exhaust.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's yeah. Every time I saw that bike, everybody goes, wow. Yeah. Just the amount of traffic there, just like literally all day, all night. Like, so along the roads, it's everywhere you can see is basically motorcycle park. They've got like a 5 to 6 foot like edge where you can back your bike in there. So it is literally just a row of motorcycles.
Like imagine all around the road going all around Barber being parallel parking.
Yeah.
Except dedicated to motorcycles.
Whole parking lots on. Yeah, and then there was whole sections of other lots that are just completely full of bikes, and the demo area full of bikes, and then like so I'm skipper area. So when we first got there, we drove into BMW was the main sponsor this year, and they had their whole motor rod, like Cine built there. Banners, 3 or 4 like makeshift buildings they put up with like pretty much every bike in their lineup, right?
Every empty bike. Yeah.
They had every single bike in their lineup, and you could sit on them. I didn't know that.
Police motorcycle.
Yeah, everything like the off-road, the on-road, the cruisers, the retro bikes, and then they had a stage where they had live music most of the day, and then all around that was like the fan zone where they had all these vendors selling different. You can get light kits put on your bike, or you could get jackets and hats. So there was mom and pop shops that had like vintage gear you could try on, or helmets, or just you name it. It's a cigar place, anything you could.
So you go to Daytona. I've been to Daytona a few times. Daytona, it's like the same type of motorcycle, the same gear, the same everything. This was so different.
It was very
You
different.
got from 1950 bikes to brand new 2026s that are coming out. And then all the everything was there, and it was just you're just looking at bikes and like, oh, look at that 1985. KDL. Like my first bike was there, an XL. I saw the bike. Was like, you don't see that at the turn.
So next to the museum, they had a Japanese vintage show, and I swung by there on the way out today and checked it out, and I found this. Yeah, I saw what went on when the demo rises. Oh yeah, the Japanese week when we saw it on the map the first day we were talking about it.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, the Japanese thing. So we had a few minutes before we do our lap, so I went over there and parked the bike and just fly through with Kim. But I did find it. She's the Suzuki GS 650. I think it was like it was a different number, like letter F. That was my first bike anyway. It looked very similar, so that was kind of cool to find that. Yeah, I mean, you just can't explain like the volume of just sheer motorcycles everywhere you look and moving, and like nobody's getting mad. Well, or did it? Jose pissed off one guy, but for the most part, everybody's super polite. Like people walk, pedestrians are crossing the road, and cars are mingling, and then they have that stupid tram which is going 2 miles an hour, stop every 10 feet.
For the record, I didn't start the argument. They got pissed off at me because I was going to take their spot.
Yeah,
And I was going to give it to them. Because we were going to the swap meet and there was a lot of people and no park. So they faxed the parking and I went to take it and they got very upset. I was like, let me just and he like blocked me to push me out. I'm like, dude, relax. I'm just trying to get around. I was in no mood to go ahead and not any time in the anywhere was that.
parking range.
Parking range.
Yeah, don't let that throw you off. Most of the people there.
Yeah, everybody.
95%.
Yeah,
I met the 1% that were not nice.
everybody there was like just enthusiastic about motorcycles. They want to talk about motorcycles. You'd be standing in line for a demo and just chatting out with people, or walking to the swap meet and just having conversation with people that are selling their old stickers and signed. You got old carburetors, some 50-year-old motorcycles.
Yeah.
And they're willing to talk about it. If you want to talk about them,
Don't talk your ear off.
Talking Euros, man. There was one guy, Red Triumph, just trying so hard to walk away. Just like, this is but this. Oh my God. I mean, I remember 1969. I said, yeah.
And so Jose literally goes, he just started walking away. Lots of them.
Yeah.
So, but super nice guy. It's just as long as situation. Yeah, Dayton, we're going to go to lunch. There you go. Yeah. So the three of us booked our tickets way in advance. We got the VIP tickets. I don't know. So in the balance, I'm still trying to decide if it was worth it or not, because they were like $300 basically versus like $70 from the regular pass.
So the only thing that was worth
Standing next to the track.
was that you had track access.
Yeah, track access.
Yeah,
Now you could see from everywhere the track, but we went
down. It went over pit row and then
Yep.
over. We were literally you could have reached your hand out in the light as it went by.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have lost your hand.
and you got and also where they park now, where they're fixing their bikes.
Yeah, you go to their
Pit row.
Their pit,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was very impressive.
You can't. They had like a lunch every day. The food was pretty good. It was what you expect. It was Italian like spaghetti type stuff, because it's easy to make it mass. It didn't taste good. But with bread and good salad and then lots of dessert. They were all really good. Yeah, probably way more dessert than I should have. So it's
The first meal, yeah, ate so much.
Well, you were like, let's just walk everywhere. This
Happy. Trying to thank Justin. My stomach was hurting. I ate so much. We just had a long ride. And he,
David's like what they kind of sold us on was like, oh, you can go in the air conditioning. Yeah, then it turned out it was like 70 degrees outside. So I was like, I don't even want to be in the air conditioning. I want to be outside. Like, so I don't know. It was kind of cool. What I do next year? Probably not.
No, I don't show anything.
I did food vendors. There was which
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah, there was lots.
Japanese taco plates, which was
Yeah, so like he sold us on the dream of these Japanese tacos. So he came to us and he's like, dude, we just had these Japanese tacos. We got to go all around too. We got to go there right now. So we hightailed it over there and we walk around the corner and we're like, he left. He must have ran on the foot and he just left. So he's gone.
Was that good?
Is that good? Is that good? Yeah. Okay. So today is Saturday. The Vintage Festival still goes on tomorrow. So it's a week like Friday, Saturday. Yesterday when Nathan was pick his tickets up, he saw a place where he could sign up for a trade lab with his Triumph Thruxley.
Correct.
Yeah.
You have to sign up for it. So I've bought my ticket,
Yeah.
and online you also get the option to buy the other stuff, like the VIP ticket as well. I think they're sold out. And yeah, the upgrade, which I decided to indulge in. Yeah, let's go.
Right. So he goes to do that, but we gotten separated for a bit, and he needed a new battery, and there's a BMW dealer 30 minutes away. So the three of us rode off to his dealership, and then he texts me, he goes, hey, get ready to do my thing in like 30 minutes. Where's the camera? I was going to let him borrow my camera. I was like, shit, I looked at the GPS and it was exactly 30 minutes away. I was like, I'm leaving right now. So I hopped on the bike and hightailed it over there. Gave him the camera, got up there, got some pictures of him riding by. And dude, when he came off the track, I never seen like a smile. So big. He was so excited. Like that was like
Christmas morning.
yeah, it was.
It was 9.
So tell us a little about like what the experience was like for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you never done a track day at all, right?
Yeah, for fundamentalists. I am not a sport bike track person. I'm for the aesthetic of the motorcycle category. So, and that TFC is the pinnacle of it in my eyes. So the last thing I want to do is to put that in a dangerous situation in which it could potentially be damaged. But that putting the bike on a track that it's meant to be on, that it was built for, and actually taking full advantage of it and passing people. Because that was one of those situations where, quote unquote, be safe, but right when you hit the track, everyone's gunning.
But when you sign this waiver, they literally go, okay. And it's like 3 highway patrolmen on motorcycles leading the thing, and you're like, all right, we're gonna stay in the order. There's no passing, which is insane because there's guys on like 125, trail 125. It's gonna be a Tucanos. And you're like, okay, yeah, that guy's gonna get talking. And the cops are not there to go slow. They go. They're good riders.
Oh, if I was a cop, I'd be like, oh, now's the time to shine. I get a ride for free on a Barber track. Is that an escort? Okay, yeah.
So they take off, and then literally like he was saying that one turn in, the guy next to him just took off. He's like, oh, we're doing this. So he took off, and
yeah, and just honorable mention, the dude next to me was on spin time of the year, but an old 4-cylinder 2-stroke race bike with a Marlboro red color scheme wrap. It was gorgeous, and the minute it started up, everyone was clapping, honking their horns. Because that was definitely the nicest sounding bike and the coolest one in the lineup, and the most actual race bike in the lineup.
Yeah.
But yeah, the minute we turn on the tracks, he is going. So I'm like, I'm on a race bike too, and I'm right behind him. Yes, exactly. And then I let you not see it. But again, it's like a 40, 50-year-old bike. So much else like that.
Yeah, when you came off the track, dude, we were picking rubber out of your tires. And it's like,
oh, we measure how far over.
Yeah. The chicken strip difference.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, you
sent it.
Yeah, that tire was like all around it.
It felt good.
So it actually, because when I heard the grade last off like $50 to drive 30 miles an hour around the truck and things, like that's what I was thinking. You came off and dude, you were all like, oh, let's see, parade. And then this morning you're looking at our VIP package on the little thingy. You said, hey, look, you get a parade lap at lunchtime for free. It's included. And you're like, oh. So yeah, we go over there and we get in line, and then it turns out that was not for us. That was for the BMW Motor Club or something.
For the BMW riders.
Yeah, it surprised me. So the BMW ride was a lot of fun, but we did stop twice for coffee. No. So start up. Yeah, we had to. They can't drive past the car. It's a law. It's a law. You just have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the guy there was super nice, and like I was explaining to him, oh yeah, no, our friend said that we get to go around the track. And he's like, I didn't. If your friend said it, come back before I'll put you in.
Yeah.
So he did. We literally like showed up. He hooked us up. Yeah, I don't know if he was getting in trouble at the time. We know we wanted to watch this.
So what you're saying is that movie.
Yeah, we would have. No, we would have never got it.
That's probably
Yeah, we literally showed up, and the girl was like, "Where's your pass?" And I was like, "She said we didn't need one." She's like, "Phew." I'm like, "Yeah." And so she went over and goes, "Yeah, they're good." And she's like, "Okay." So that was it. That was all the paperwork we did. We signed our name down, and she gave me this blue wristband, and yeah. Oh no, not that one. I'd rather the red. Oh, this one. Yeah, the red one. I got
One of the many wristbands.
Yeah.
I've collected.
I'm starting to look like one of those cool hipster dads, with all the bracelets. Yes. So anyway, yeah, we got to do the parade with 5 o'clock parade lap, and I gotta tell you, I got a video of it from 2 different angles. So we sat around because there was a couple of accidents, so it delayed the last couple of races, and so it's supposed to go off at like 4:30, and we get like 5:20 or something by the time we got out there. But literally, she brought us 7 around low, and the guy goes 1 minute, and I was like, then it was like panic mode because I'm like, shit, camera's not ready. And I was gonna put the microphone in there, and I'm trying to get it. The microphone's like around my neck. I was trying to get it into my helmet, and then people started starting their bikes up, and I was like, oh shit. And so
you have to get on.
I just had to get on, and so I didn't have the.
I didn't get a recording either.
Yeah, I didn't get the audio, but the camera was on my chin, and I was screaming so loud you could hear me just like. So and I'm on like a 900-pound Indian, so I had no dreams.
No flex.
No, I wasn't flexing. I was literally just like, just keep it upright. But then,
It was only flex was you're able to get your house.
yeah, that's true. But dude, you get on that string, but you just can't help yourself, man. You're just like, I was like, yeah. And I was just about to hit 100. I'm looking down at the speedometer, and then I look up, and there's these signs that remind me the curve is coming. And it's like 4, 3, 2, 1. And I look over, and the 4 is there, and I was like, oh shit! I just grabbed full worry, and just, thankfully it's got in like brakes, so I probably just
Can go
getting in the wall, but.
show the recording. The one, especially the one when I drove by.
Yeah, specific. About the second term, I just hit his red blur. He's on his bike.
The Ducati, you still
Big silver bags and everything. People riding were ridiculous. There were people riding too low in shorts. Like, yeah, I know. I see people out there nuts. Like, I should still on a track. Like, shit happens. Somebody could bump into you because you'll meet out there as an expert.
But there's no passing. It is.
Yeah, I was surprised because to do a demo ride in CF Moto 450, you have to have a long sleeve shirt, closed-toed shoes, a helmet, and gloves. To ride on the racetrack, nothing. Nothing. Yeah, they live on the beach. It's crazy. I'll eat it. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's fun. That was definitely like. I mean, I put the exclamation point in the weekend.
Yeah.
And made really such.
Yeah, it was an amazing weekend anyway, and I definitely want to come back. But that just doing that, and next year I'll probably just pay for it because it was out. I mean, next year I'll see how this. Next year I'm bringing the Tiger too. I'm not coming back on Sneaker. It's a little bit difficult to park that thing, especially mostly parking in grass around there, and it's a lot of hills. So it's like trying to figure out which way to lean it when it doesn't tip over or.
I saw some trends are just for people who do like bringing their vehicles or have to do something on display. For everyone that actually rode with their bikes, the incentive is you can park for free.
Yeah.
Your main mode of transportation around the Barber Conference is your motorcycle. So every time you go to the Barber Complex, We're taking advice. So they didn't have time to let the art secret.
Yeah.
And then it's like the helmet, the glove, because you have to wear your helmet, you know, and so it's like, that's time.
You have to wear his helmet in Alabama.
Yeah, in Alabama, in the park, there's signs that people are saying, in the park, you have
Wear
to
your
hog. Yeah.
out of the hump.
So, I mean, I did such lots of stuff after a while. Yeah, the helmet, just putting the helmet on.
Constantly see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. You forgot it was. I was definitely doing jab.
And this is the 20th.
Yeah, this was the 20th anniversary. Yeah, it was pretty honest. Yeah.
First time in Alabama. First time.
I'm down the fans. Yeah, that's sir. And the media guys,
But are those flags are for us? You have to wow. There's stars on them and stuff.
general alluded to.
Oh, yeah. Big sound flags, everything.
The whole experience is just like stop, just wow. Yeah, feel where I something tough. And then I looked to it was like another big shame.
Yeah, there wasn't a time when we were standing still where one didn't go, oh, I used to have that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he must have owned like 100 bikes as well, because he pointed out like 100 motorcycles. He's like, oh, I had this. In 1982, I had that, whatever. It's always some crazy sport bike, you know, loud ass exhaust on bikes. Yeah. And he would like name it, oh, that's the 1982. A lot of people are like, oh shit, you know.
50 suckers, yeah. I don't wreck bikes. I don't track bikes.
Yes.
Most of my riding. New York City is really dangerous. Cab drivers don't like bikes. So I try to change my lifestyles. I mean, tracks. We know. That's just the another trail. It's really lots of fun. Lessons. So a lot of the bikes on the system. Yeah, it's bigger into the cars. Gs, 6s, 916s, 1098s. The first the kind I still have today to this day. Nighttime, yeah, kind of. Babies numbers. I big cat. You guys, actually saved the.
Yeah, and the Monster was a big comeback. It was a comeback.
So I've seen a lot of them. And every time I saw one, it was just like a good number.
Like a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you said, it's just like, I don't know, it's sensory overload. Like everywhere you look, you're just like, oh, look at that. I mean, even like, you know, not a big Harley guy, but there's like 3 or 4 Harleys I saw this weekend. Like, wow, look at that Harley. You know, wow, look at that. Royal Enfield. Like, you kept pointing out, he's like, look at this Royal Enfield. I was like, and I'm like, you know, like you could trade 1 year of bikes and buy like all of every one. buy every single one. I mean, you don't have them with Harkham, but you know.
Shows what I like about Royal. It's like step through choose vintage bikes.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the whole history. Museum putting one song that I said that was a vintage fan.
So,
Did you take on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
so Mike's there in the helmet, you know, and the glass. Oh, I look at the video. Teenagers.
That was what planted the seed. And that's it. I said, like, well, well, that I see something. Japanese thing they had. I haven't touched your seed. I get some.
Yeah, they're just like aesthetically beautiful. Yeah. And some of those, I hear some of them are pretty fun to ride too. Yeah. Some of them are a little heavy, won't keep up in underpowered, but still, like, just looks alone. Like if you're just riding in a coffee shop, man, that's the bike.
And you know, they were talking. I see a thing I could dress up.
Yeah.
Go on a date and went, why?
Yeah.
Which is the first thing that popped into my head. Just looked to the left. And I was like,
Yeah. You get in a seat and get on the motorcycle.
Yeah. That being said, they had the entire lineup there and we didn't go to the front. So, so
I think we're all looking in that direction. Of shoot.
yeah, we're like, yeah, those are pretty. Let's go ride the fun bikes. I don't know what to say. Sorry, Royal Pal. Maybe next time.
The MT-10.
The MT-10 sitting right over there. You know?
That's the one I wanted to.
Yeah, India had their lineup there too. And
Yeah.
it seemed like every time I walked by, though, all they had there was all the bikes like mine. I really wanted to ride like that Scout 101, but you got to ride the Scout. Or the Scout.
The Scout
Chieftain. The Chieftain's is a big. It's the kind of a classic touring bike bagger. Very expensive. Yeah.
Shoot, I didn't see that until after I got back on top. Glad I didn't drop that.
Yeah. Those bikes are in the 30s, man. Like, almost all their bikes, other than like the Scout and the Bobber and all that stuff. Those are reasonable. But like the bike I got, that's why I bought a used. I'm like, it's 3 years old, like it was like less than half the price.
So, when we talk about financing, that, a $15,000, $18,000, we say, well, that's nothing. Most people that buy cars, just spend $20,000 on a car. It's like, spend all this money. I'm like, what? That's a used bike.
Yeah.
For you
Yeah.
not to use them.
Yeah.
Not to use them.
It's all on scales, I mean, there's tons of reasonably pricey bikes too. It's just, this is like the Ducati.
Not the MT-10.
Well, the MT-10 though, brand new was only like
18.
is it even that much? I don't think it's that much.
DSP.
JTSP, like for premium or whatever. Like no, like the BMW like XR that I rode or the
29.
just yeah, those are in the 20s, and if you get the M package too, that I think it's like mid 30s.
That was
Mid 30s. Yeah, so that
It's Carbon fiber takes off 25 pounds off that.
but it is gorgeous. That color scheme, the red, blue, black, is just every time I see that bike, I'm like, I mean, after sitting on it and riding it, I probably wouldn't want to buy one anyway. But I want to be comfortable, especially like a bike like that's going to be a touring bike. You can't sit 6-8 hours at. He said the seat's adjustable. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the pitch on that seat reminded me a lot of the Tracer. It was too far down. So in my commentary thing, as I was pulling in, I was like, pluses, the power deliveries, it's so smooth across the board. You can leave that bike in third gear and slow down to like 6 miles an hour, and it won't chug when you speed up. And then you can take in third gear all the way up to like 80 to 90 miles an hour, and it's still. And then brakes, dude, thing is stopped on a dime. But it was like negatives, testicular trauma. I was like, so this bike, I highly recommend it for women, eunuchs, people who've lost feeling down there. Because I was just like, literally after like 10 minutes, it's God damn, every time I was trying to help them on the back seat, there's like a little room down there. So your seat is pitched forward. It's pitched forward, and then of course the foot pegs are kind of like back a little bit. Yeah.
For the counterbalance.
Yeah, like if they were in front of me just a little bit, you could have taken some of that pressure off. But that was the same complaint I had with the Tracer got. I guess it's just a sport touring bike with sport in it. But I can ride sporty on the
That's
Tiger.
confusing about the R12. It is you can be 2 miles an hour, and the bike doesn't it was the touch and it's smooth.
That's the problem with the Indian. My Challenger, like, so we're parked up on like the 8th floor of this building, a parking garage, and going around that thing in first gear is just chugging back and forth. You got to keep the throttle on or like tip over, but then if you let off the throttle, then it's got a lot of engine braking. Got that speed.
So I'd like to actually relate that. I'd say you're putting it to words. Makes it great. Yeah, starting to scout in the cheat jump. But yeah, low speed maneuvers, it was a struggle. It's not just the weight. But
You don't want to just ride around with clutch put in.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you gotta find the happy medium. The happy medium is like very small slivers.
Yeah. Just trying to keep it nice and even, where you're just giving it enough where it doesn't chug. Stopping with speed. Yeah.
Everywhere else, it's really lots of comfort. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, the bike's super comfortable and like especially straightaways, whatever. But yeah.
So they need what do you have? Yeah. You don't just great for them.
Yeah.
And it's late, yeah. I went to the dealership to change my front tire, which is fast.
And what's that walk down an R2. As you see those two bikes side by, it's kind of you feel like this picture here. It's like what do these two things have in common? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sure. I've left to buy a gallon of oil. What? Come get you in the car.
So I made the joke earlier. We rode up together, and I was like, we got like World War II covered here. We got those two guys with the axis of evil bikes, we got Italy and Germany, and we got every good guys. America and Great Britain. Because you would have got all this and this is left it. So just wrapping it up, like any like final thoughts about like the festival in general?
Look, if you like bikes, you have to come to Barber.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to come in and you have to do it three days. You have to be here 3 days to see everything, to enjoy it, to really get immersed in.
yeah, I mean, if I didn't have work on Monday, I would say let's just go and stay when we're ready. There's so much stuff we didn't even get to touch. Like, or we went in for like 10 minutes to look at something.
Yeah. It's just this has been so big. It's like we were calculating everywhere we went, looking at our watches. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you get scatterbrained because there's like so many things you want to do. You're like, oh, I want to try demo. Oh, I want to go to see this thing over here, and I want to go watch. There was a stunt show with the barrel of death thing. I didn't even you saw it, but I didn't even see it. I mean, I saw the thing, but I never saw it actually take place. And we walked around the corner at the demo place, and there was guys doing dirt track racing on asphalt. It's just bananas.
Oh,
They were doing like
what do they call that? Speed sliding?
yeah, they were.
It was too much stuff. And once we got separated, we got lost. We were still doing the whole thing, still venturing through.
And like the number of people that I've talked to that have no idea what it even is. Like I know like actual like hardcore motorcycle people.
Yep.
That I was talking to like last weekend. I went to that rally in Tennessee, and I'm going to Barber next week, and they're like, "Oh, cool." Like, I was in the museum once, and then we'll be talking to them now, and they're like, "What are you doing there exactly?" And I'll send you like a trailer from Facebook. Like, yeah, advertisers need to. Holy crap! Like, how did I have robot? Yep. It's yeah. Look it up on Facebook.
So it's something you gotta check off on the bucket list at least once in your lifetime. Take a ride out, drive out.
And it doesn't matter what you're on. So I see people on literally every kind of bike you can think of. It's
I mean, you can think of it. It was there.
yeah, you could think of it. It was there, and most of the parts students, rosters, that luggage stuff. Oh, the moto factor. Yeah, I literally saw a guy riding a moto factor. We saw one for sale in the swap meet.
Yeah.
So.
This other regret.
You can buy those. You can buy them.
But please go with the modern classic. You will see a lot of that. Like Jose was talking about the difference between that and Daytona. Difference is Daytona is mainly centered to losers and small class. Like they're battling to be like the main topic of that.
This is a vintage. This is vintage. Because everybody's what, but the focus is on vintage.
Yes,
That's why-
get that impression over there. So if you are any interest, cafe races, modern classics, actual classics, I think this is your scene. Granted, everyone's welcome, but there is obvious. It is so refreshing, so awesome to see.
Yeah.
And also something else that I was able to bring up is the item. You guys notice, but the amount of people riding non-street legal vehicles.
Yeah.
Like that, it makes me want to combine with just a good bike and have one of my mini pocket rockets and just have a good time because they don't care.
That's the motorcycle and it's in the suitcase.
Yeah, exactly.
But there were guys on like Neil Sports and dirt bikes and like And like when you come in the entrance, there's like a dozen highway patrol vehicles there.
Okay, so that's the one drawback is if you do come with a dirt bike or a pocket rocket or any type of small untrimmed motorcycle, you do have to camp there. You do have to tow it with an RV or something that or camp. Yeah, you have to
Bring it in on truck or trailer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You don't
Yeah,
get
but-
as he is.
Yeah, if you guys stay on camp, but on campus, it's a great way to get around because I saw those guys like there'd be like a little crap. Because sometimes it's hard to find a spot, especially when you're driving like a 900-pound cruiser. So I'm like looking for a place like that I can actually get that out. Like one time, this guy goes, "Oh, just go right behind there." So I pull on the grass, and there's like a hill going down to the BMW, and I'm on the edge of the hill, and then I go around, and there's like a rope there. I'm like, "How am I gonna get out of here?" Like once I'm done. Thankfully, there was another dude sitting there, and I was like, "Hey man, can you hold that rope up for me?" So I just rode under the rope, to get out. But yeah. But if you're on one of those little dirt bikes, well, you could just they bebop everywhere. They're riding down the hill, like wherever they want to go.
Awesome time.
Yeah, if you want to, it's me too.
Yeah.
Or maybe we get all put in on the RV. Yeah.
Moto candy. Do you container? Pop that up right there.
No, I'm still bringing my truck.
Yeah. Honestly, like
Yeah, I'm regretting driving through Georgia tomorrow.
we got lucky in the weather this year, but I mean, it could be hot or rainy or it's good mix. Cold. Yeah, it's been like 72 degrees or 65 or 72 the entire 3 days we've been there. Tomorrow's gonna be a slog. We're riding straight in tomorrow. But I mean, I did last week riding from Tennessee. That was even 200 miles further. So yeah, I didn't get home till well after dark. What was your first experience? Yeah, that was my first on the Indian. That was my first long ride on the Indian. And I thought it was good. Like previously I'd done like tons of long rides on the Tracer and I've gone on and back on the Tiger a few times. I think the thing about the Indian is, well, so it's different when my wife's traveling with me because then I don't have the flexibility like I had. Like, because I can just pop up on her seat. My legs are long enough. I can still keep my feet flat on the boards and stretch out. I can hop up there. It kind of changes the pressure on your rear end. So it's like you start getting sore and you sit up on the seat, kind of goes away a little bit. I can put my feet up on the highway bars. I can put them on her pegs in the back. You kind of bend your knee the other direction. So I'm literally just the entire way just changing my feet position, stretching my arms out, putting the screen up, putting the screen down, and if you want wind out. It's got these little vents, which I discovered. I didn't even know anything about this bike when I bought it. I was riding it the other day and I was like, this shit is broken. Something fell out of there because I could see light coming through. And then the other side was black. And I was like, oh man, that plastic thing must have fallen off. And I looked and I was like, oh, it's a door. There's a door there that you can open and close to let wind come through. That's right. So, yeah. So then I was like, oh, sweet. So I'm about to like trying to reach my arm in and pull the other one to open it.
Well, you're playing,
I'm on. I got gloves on, so I can't quite feel where the door starts, and I like it for long distance. Not so fun in the mountains, or trying to park it at a festival. I want to put plenty of miles on. I'm sure I got a big trip planned for next summer. I got an RT. Think then. Yeah, it doesn't have any protection at all. No wind protection. When I first bought that back, that's just a cool cruiser, and it's just a cool cruiser to go all hang out. It's all loud. Stay local. Does it have the one screen protection? Saying that things. My first ride I took to Orlando in Tampa. Hour and 15 minutes into riding started. Unlike your guys' current bikes, you both have you guys have Bralo tanks and you have like 8 gallons. I have to stop. Mine goes between 210 and 250 depending on how I'm riding it. And you guys are like, I gotta have a tank. I gotta have a tank. It's 336 months. Tank. Oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, that's a good bike if you want to do like that ride across the desert or whatever. You have to worry about, especially in the desert with the rankings. If you do find a gas station, it's like $9 a gallon. So, you just ride right by those. You real see. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been a great weekend up here. Hopefully we get to do it again.
This was the highlight.
Yeah, it's been pretty epic. I mean, literally, I went from like motorcycle probably last weekend to this. Yeah, my wife actually, she's like, so what's different about this thing? Is it? And I was like, well, that last rally there was like 90 people there. This is like 90,000 people. So like this is like scale times 1,000. I mean, that was like an intimate event where we got to do a lot of cool rides, and meet a lot of people on raffles and all that kind of stuff. There's a completely different vibe. This is like a festival. It's like motorcycle Woodstock.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's motorcycle Woodstock. It's like people come from there. Not so much mud and sex stuff like this. This is on drugs and drinking. Okay, so it's not motorcycle Woodstock, but it's motorcycle Lilith. It's the motorcycle. I'm thinking on it. What's the one they do out there in the desert and out in California?
The Baja?
No, the
Man,
Coachella?
Coachella. Yeah,
I was thinking Coachella.
motorcycle. Yeah, it's not.
It's
Not that.
it's great.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's not be surprised if this is the motorcycle. So
I'm close to this. Yeah, I mean it's for big. I know Sturgis is like bananas, like the amount of people that come there. So it could be bigger, but I can't imagine it's better.
Yeah, but it's vintage bikes.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Sturgis is literally just one crowd, basically. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be the odd adventure bike and sport bike, but for the most part, it's 99%. Hardly any future guys.
go right on, boys.
Hey there. Yeah, you. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend.